How's everybody doing? I had promised that I was going to do some side-by-side comparisons, and I've decided that now that I have two Gibson Les Pauls in my arsenal, I'm going to uh, return the Epiphones that I got recently. So, before I do that, I wanted to get a video together to do a comparison between Gibson Les Paul Custom, a Gibson Tribute, and a Epiphone Les Paul Custom. And this video is not to correct my grammar, my terrible speech when I'm on camera, or my inability to play when I'm on camera. So anyway, without further ado, this is a clean setting. I should probably let you know I'm going through my pedal board, but everything is off. I'm going into a Lone Star Mesa Boogie Lone Star Special. It's the clean channel is set up for how many watts? Both my channels are set up for 15 watts, and I have a little, believe it or not, I have a little more gain on my clean channel than my dirty channel because I tend to hit the drive a little harder. Plus, I have 3 gain stages that I can plug in as well. So. But today we're running relatively flat. I tend to tweak my mids just a little bit, but everything else is relatively flat. And the reason that I'm doing that is not because of anything except that I want to make sure that you get, you can always adjust your EQ the way you like it, and I can always adjust mine the way I like it. This is just to present the pedals, or the guitar, and its pickups as it is. So this is the side by side. I'm not really sure how I'm going to cut this up, if I'm going to go neck, 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 clean, 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 you know, bridge, 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 dirty, 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 you know, so on and so forth. Or if I'm just going to show you all the tones of one, let you jump back and forth between them, and maybe some suggestions as to how better do this next time, if there is a next time. I was going to throw a Paul Reed Smith single cut into the mix, but I thought, you know what, to do that is kind of counterintuitive. I thought, well, the Paul Reed Smith, it's a different guitar, it's a different builder, and when you have a Paul Reed Smith single cut, and mine is a pre-lawsuit, so it's the Gibson. It's so close to a Gibson that even Gibson sued over it. Guitar. So I thought, you know, I think that we'll stick with the Gibson products, and I'll do a side-by-side of the PRS single cut and this guitar later, because they're close to the same age. This is a 98. I had Gibson quantify that with an email. I sent them pictures, and I sent them a picture of the back of the headstock with the serial number, so that they would say, oh yeah, that's ours, that's real. So it's a Gibson Custom. Again, it's a 98 wine red, really beautiful. I have crappy lighting, so I know the colors are probably a little darker than they normally would be, but you can kind of see the beauty of it. Really well maintained by the last owner. I just recently got this. The binding is perfect. There's very few scratches. There's a little ding that's barely noticeable down here, and he wasn't using a scratch plate, so there are those light pick scratches that you get with age, but I've got a plate on there. When I got it from Guitar Center, they went ahead and put the plate on before I even got it. Everything else looks good. I opened the control cavity because one of the things I was afraid of, is this a Gibson? My other Gibson Les Paul is brand new, so out of the box. But I was afraid that with all the fakes out there, that I was going to wind up with a fake, and I just didn't want that to happen, because obviously when you're paying premium price for a guitar, even when it's a used guitar, you don't want to pay premium price for a pile of crap. And you know, I'm not saying your Gibson, if you have one and you love them, is a pile of crap. I'm saying that to me, I'm paying for build quality. I'm paying for things that one person might say, well, it's not worth it. Okay, it's not worth it to you, but it's worth it to me. And I wanted to get best that I could get for the money that I could afford. This is not a Supreme. It's not whatever they call the supers. It does not have the push pulls. It doesn't have all the fancy accoutrements of the new ones. I don't have an automatic tuning device. I actually have to use my tuner. My new one does not have the automatic tuning device. So let's get right to it. Again, we're going to go with the neck pickup. It's going to be, I'm not going to dime it out. And the reason I don't dime out, I can, is because I don't really think that that's a great test of how I play. But at least as you see them, there will be a certain consistency. And again, this is dimed out. Volume and tone. What I like to do is roll a tone back, roll a volume back a little bit. I'm going to do some crappy finger picking. Please, this is not, I know I'm a shitty finger picker, but this is just so you can get an idea of how it sounds a little bit rounder. But strummed. By the way, when I roll back to about 9.5, 9. It's not like I roll back a lot of way. I just try to get it back just a little bit to give myself a little more headroom, just in case I need that. I'll go to 11. I don't have 11, so I've got 10. If you roll back on the tone knob, get a little bit of that. Okay, center position. Both are dimed right now. Everything's dimed. And the bridge. Roll it back just a little bit. And of course that tone, take a little bit of that harshness out. According to Gibson, this has got 498T in the bridge and a 490T here in the neck. So on the dirty channel, I've kind of got this amp set for unity gain. So dimed out. Middle position. back. Roll that tone knob back and